What's up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Before we jump in, I just want to say a huge thank you for the support. We've already hit 13,100 subscribers on the channel, which is insane. I just want to say a huge thank you for the support recently on the videos. It's been absolutely insane. So thank you all for that from the bottom of my heart. And Undisputed again, another video of another content on the bounce. I mean, it's been, I think this is the 12th or 11th day of content every day, which is insane. We were all expecting Plant. I mentioned in yesterday's video that we weren't going to get Clarissa Shields because they haven't scanned her in yet, but today we didn't get a Kayla Plant scan, which was kind of interesting. That could be tomorrow. Maybe they'll do a bit more of that tomorrow, as obviously we are in the UK, so right now it's 20 to 8 at night on a Saturday. Yeah, I just had to double check it was the right day. But today we got Sheffield's own. So where Undisputed is being made in Sheffield, we got a fighter from Sheffield, a legend from Sheffield, a former European champion, and that is Ryan Rhodes. Now this is a fighter to me. When I met Ryan Rhodes when I went to play the game, great guy. I say probably the fight that most of you guys will know that he had is he fought Canelo for a world champion at a world championship at one point, and lost. But I'd say obviously not every fighter in the roster is gonna be that pound for pound king, that former super legend, 10-time world champion. Some are just good to have in for some nitty and gritty fighters. You know, Ryan Rhodes is a fighter. He's a solid boxer. He's going to be a solid fighter in the game. Maybe not used by the top 10 on rank that are all using Canelos, Roy Joneses, and Tyson Furies, but he's going to be a good fighter to use. And we've got 3 images of him today. This is the first one. Now remember, they had to de-age him because obviously in real life he's no longer fighting, he's no longer active, so they've had to bring him back to somewhat of his prime. And this is a good man. I mean, obviously, luckily, this is a fighter that has literally no hair, so they didn't have to worry about beard or hair or nothing like that. We've got, you know, baldness. We've got the tattoo on the stomach that I believe just says Ryan, and then the belt, and then the belt of the shorts say Rhodes. I want to say that the shorts are some kind of cheetah print or leopard print or something. I don't quite know. We've got Adams gloves again, plain black Adams gloves. On the right, on the left hand, sorry, but the right of your guys' screen for the image, we can see the little Adams logo in red, which is quite nice. If we go across to the second image, we've got more of a face on where we can see his 26 tattoo, at least the start of it, on his arm. He's looking pretty wide in this image, to be honest, man. He's looking pretty good shape, pretty swole, you know, for a super welterweight, that is. Also, he joins a pretty good division for early access day 1. This is now fighter 22, I want to say. Yeah, it is. But he's looking pretty swole here, man. For, you know, they made him pretty big. I mean, looks like he did in real life. Looks like a solid welter. But if we go across to the third and final image, we can see the kind of obviously just the same, hands up into the fight pose. But again, another solid one. Good muscle definition, good level of sweat. Good complexion, the tattoos look solid, gloves again are looking good. Of course we want to see more brands than just Adams, I'm not going to lie, but of course it's better than just no gloves or shitty inflatable gloves that look 5 times the size of a man's fist. So it looks good, and then obviously, you know, they've done a great job with his hair. But yeah, no, he looks really good. He looks really, really good. I can't lie. But yeah, they put this on Twitter. Sheffield's own Ryan Rhodes, former European super welterweight champion, will be available on day 1 of early access in Undisputed. Now, of course, in the UK, Ryan Rhodes is very well known. Across the world, I don't know how well known he will be. You guys will have to let me know where you're from in the world, and if you know Ryan Rhodes, if you're thinking, oh yeah, I know this is a great fighter for the welterweight division, or if you're thinking, honestly, I have no clue who this bloke is. And I see a few people that say, I don't know who this fighter is, what a waste of time. Just because you don't know him doesn't mean he's not worth being in the game. There are some legends that I didn't know when they were first announced, and now I'm glad that I do, because I've watched a bunch of their fights and they're amazing. Ryan Rhodes was 46 wins, 6 losses, 31 KOs, 31 wins by KO, sorry, and 4 KO losses. So he's going to be a real grinder in the game. That's going to be who he is. He's going to be a grinder in the game. He's not going to be someone that's going to land that one punch, but he can be. He can get the knockouts. He can go the distance. He can get up off the ground. He can hang with the best. He's got the conditioning. So he's going to be a grinder in that welterweight division. And right now, guys, in the welterweight division, because we're not doing supers, remember, just for this, I'm just doing standard weight classes, because day 1 early access is not going to have enough fighters for supers of every weight class. So for welter right now, if we were to get the game right now, we would have a welterweight version of Canelo. We would have Sean Porter, Mickey Ward, Terence Crawford, Sugar Ray Robinson, and now Ryan Rhodes. A 6-man weight class already for day one. That is a banger. That is a banger of a weight class. And to be honest, like I said, guys, I'm not always bothered about having the pound for pound kings of every era. Sometimes it's good to have these nitty gritty fighters, these ones that are, you can brawl on the inside with them, you can use that jab from range and those straight shots, you can combination punch, you can single punch, you can counter. Ryan Rhodes is that guy. He's a solid fighter across the board, not one of the best, and he's by no means, you know, one of those legendary world champions. He's just a solid fighter, and that's what's great about this roster. The 200 odd fighters gives you that, from pound for pound greats to inexperienced newly turned pros to fighters like this that were that European level, that British level, that world title contender level, but never quite reached that championship. And I like it, to be honest, I really do. I think it's a great scan. I think it looks brilliant. I think it's good for the division. But now I hope that we stop with the welters, because we've got 6 of them now, and we stop with the lights because we've also got 6 of them. And I hope we see a couple more middleweights and then some feathers and some bantams, and then just go from there. Because right now we've got a great 22 fighter, 18-man, 4-woman roster for day one early access. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Like I said, let me know where you're from and if you know who Ryan Rhodes is. If you don't, I highly recommend just going and watching some of his highlights. I honestly think you guys will enjoy watching him. He's a great fighter to watch, very entertaining, and these are the kind of guys that we need in the game for day one. So it's not just all those legends and pound for pound kings. We're having some fighters that may be hidden gems when the game comes out. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. As always, guys, I really do believe we're getting closer now. This early access, this being hands-on is not far away. I can feel it. But yeah, thank you as always for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.